Hello, and welcome back to English Audio, the place to improve your English just by listening. Today, we are going to talk about a very famous and powerful idea. It comes from a great leader, Nelson Mandela. He once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall." Let's say that one more time. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. What does this mean? Let's break it down. Section 1. What is glory? What is falling? First, what is glory? Glory, G-L-O-I, is a feeling of great success, great honor, or great pride. It is the best feeling. We all want to feel this glory. And what does to fall mean? In this quote, to fall does not mean falling from a chair or falling on the street. To fall means to fail. It means to make a mistake. It means to have a problem or a difficult time. For example, maybe you fall when you fail an exam. Maybe you fall when you try to get a job, but you do not get it. Maybe you fall when you make a big mistake at work. Maybe you fall when you argue with a friend. Life is full of these moments. We all fall. Everyone fails sometimes. Nelson Mandela failed many times in his life. The most successful people in the world, they have all failed. So the quote says, "The greatest glory is not in never falling." This means that a perfect life, a life with zero mistakes, is not the goal. It is not possible. If you think you must be perfect, you will always be unhappy. The real success, the greatest glory, is in the second part of the quote. Section 2. Rising every time we fall. The quote says the glory is in rising every time we fall. To rise means to get up, to stand up again. When you fail, what do you do next? Do you stop? Do you give up, or do you rise? To rise means you try again. To rise means you learn from your mistake. To rise means you continue, even when it is hard. This idea has a special name in English. We call it resilience. Resilience, it is the ability to become strong again after something bad happens. Let's think about a small example. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby stands up and then it falls. Does the baby stop? Does the baby say, "Walking is too hard. I will crawl forever"? No. The baby gets up again. It falls again. It gets up, it falls. It gets up. And finally it walks. The baby has resilience. The baby rises every time it falls. This is true for learning English too. When you speak English, you will make mistakes. You will fall. You might use the wrong word. You might forget a grammar rule. This is normal. The glory is not in speaking perfect English from the first day. That is impossible. The glory is when you make a mistake, and you learn from it, and you try again. You keep speaking. You keep learning. That is rising. Let me tell you a short story about a famous inventor. His name was Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison is famous for inventing the electric light bulb, but it was not easy. He did not succeed on his first try, or his second try, or his 100th try. Many people say that Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times before he made a light bulb that worked. 1,000 times. Imagine that. Imagine failing 1,000 times. Most people would give up. Most people would stop after 10 tries or maybe 50 tries. A reporter once asked him, "Mr. Edison, how did it feel to fail 1,000 times?" Thomas Edison had a beautiful answer. He said, "I did not fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps." Wow, think about that. He did not see his falls as failures. He saw them as steps. Each failure taught him something new. Each fall was information. He learned 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb, and that helped him find the one way to make a light bulb. Thomas Edison did not never fall. He fell 1,000 times. His glory, his success was in rising. After every single fall, he had resilience. So this quote is beautiful, but how can we use it in our lives? How can you rise when you fall? I have 3 simple steps for you. Step 1. Accept the fall. When you fail or make a mistake, it is okay to feel bad. Maybe you feel sad or angry or disappointed. This is normal. Accept the feeling. But do not stay in that feeling for too long. Say to yourself, okay, I failed. This feels bad. But it is not the end. Step 2. Change your mindset. This is very important. Mindset is your way of thinking. Do not say, I am a failure. Say, I had a failure. This was one event. It is not who I am. Like Thomas Edison, do not say, I failed. Say, I learned. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do better next time? Step 3. Take one small step. You don't need to rise all at once. Just take one small step. If you failed an exam, your small step is to open your book and study for just 10 minutes. If you had an argument with a friend, your small step is to send one text message. If you are afraid to speak English, your small step is to say hello or thank you to someone. Getting up, rising, starts with one small simple action. So let's remember the quote from Nelson Mandela one last time. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Life is not about being perfect. Life is not about winning all the time. Life is about learning. Life is about growing. And we grow the most when we fall, and we choose to get back up. That is resilience. That is strength. And that is the greatest glory. Whatever you are learning, especially English, remember this. Do not be afraid to fall. Be proud when you rise. Thank you for listening to English Audio today. We hope this message helps you on your journey. Like and subscribe to our channel for more lessons. See you next time.